For this 5 on Friday, we're taking a different approach. How's it going, guys? I'm Aaron Baker from phonedog.com, and we talk about some serious stuff in the 5 on Fridays typically. What we're going to talk about today is 5 things that fanboys say when their phone doesn't win in a dogfight battle. It's going to be fun. Stay tuned. This is 5 on Friday. So all things considered, I like YouTube, and I like the mediums where you can communicate with me. YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, all those different places, because you can help me make my videos, my content better, and you can provide things that you'd like to see in upcoming videos. It's a great place to make your voice heard, but unfortunately, some people get frustrated when their phone or their series of phones that they've had don't get picked, be it for a dogfight or in a 30-day challenge. You know, they love the HTC One or the Note 2, and I say something like, this may not be good for this group, or this may not be good for that group, or this isn't going to show up on this carrier, and here's why from a marketing perspective. So here are the 5 favorite, or at least my 5 favorite things to see on YouTube. Number 5 is when people say, unsubscribe. I like to do that when I walk into Walmart, when I walk into Walgreens, wherever the case may be, when they don't have the stock of whatever it is that I want, candy, deodorant. You know what? I go up to the cashier and I'm like, unsubscribe. And he's like, okay. And number 4, one of my favorites. God, this guy talks a lot. So keeping that in mind, I'm starting a new series of reviews called Mime Reviews. They're going to be equal length, but they're going to be miming. Magic Man. Number 3, and one that you see if you're a reviewer or any type of person that works on camera and technology, is this one. Did, insert company here, pay you to say that? Yeah, they did. In fact, you know what? Apple's paying me, Samsung's paying me, LG's paying me, Motorola's paying me. Here's my thing. I'm joking. I'm so biased that I'm unbiased. In fact, they all pay me, and I'm making a 7-figure salary. So I'm writing this and doing this video for my private yacht. Bet you didn't know that. Number 2, this guy knows nothing. Yes, my 10 years of experience in wireless on the B2B, B2C, national retail, account executive, journalism, and on-camera sides. I don't really know a whole lot about wireless. In fact, I think the neighbor down the street that owns his phone and has just played with it for 5 minutes probably knows more than I do. And number 1, the top thing that people say when their phones lose in a dogfight battle and they're really frustrated about it, this is an apples to oranges comparison. This guy is so biased, he doesn't know what he's talking about. So first of all, sometimes I do compare apples to blackberries, but apples to orange is really invalid in this day and age when it comes to phones. There's a lot of different opportunities with all of them, and it's important to compare them. Now this 5 aside, guys, it's important to remember all phones have pros and cons, and I do my best in my videos to clarify that. I'll say, you know what, this phone's good for X, Y, and Z, battery life, build quality, and connectivity. This one's good for A, B, and C, for its availability on multiple carriers, for the fact that it's got a large display for people that can't see, or the battery's big for those that travel a lot, or those that don't want to charge their phone on a regular basis. What I try to do is point out the pros and cons and what type of demographic that phone's going to appeal to. That said, in something like a dogfight, we have to declare a winner. So I declare it based on overall marketing message, availability, benefits, pros, specs, and more. So keep that in mind on YouTube, and most of the comments, fortunately, on YouTube are pretty constructive, but I do always get a kick out of those fanboy messages when, you know, they're frustrated that their phone lost, and, you know, or they're frustrated that I said something negative about their phone. Well, fortunately, there are pros and cons to every device. Every device has a downside. There's no perfect phone out there. So for you, you've got to make a combination or decide whether, you know, combination of battery life and big size is important to you, or perhaps build quality and smaller size, or no 4G LTE connectivity and stock Android. It all depends on what's most important to you. Keep it locked on phonedog.com. Let me know what you think on Twitter at phonedog_Aaron. If you think I'm a fanboy, if you think I'm biased, let me know at phonedog_Aaron in this more fun 5 on Friday. I'll be back next week. Let me know if you'd like to see a certain segment on 5 on Friday as well at phonedog_Aaron on Facebook at facebook.com/Hi Aaron Baker. Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend. Get those comments in. Maybe not those fanboy comments, but those comments in general. And as always, I'll see you next time.